cool things about God is that he's never going to call you to something unless he leads you. He's never going to just call you and say, all right, good luck, have a great time, au revoir. You know what I mean? He's not going to do that. God is, when he calls you to do something, he's going to lead you every step of the way. He's not going to leave you out to dry. He's not going to hang you up to just to do that. He's going to call you, and then he's going to lead you, and you're called to follow. And there's an illustration of this right here in the book of Joshua, chapter 3, where the Israelites, they've been called, and Joshua's the leader, and God has called the Israelites to go around to all the cities around them because that's their land, and to capture and to take back their land. And this is an illustration where he's saying, you know what, I'm not just going to call you to do it, but I'm going to lead you in that. Let's read. This is Joshua chapter 3, verse 1. Early in the morning, Joshua and all the Israelites set out from Shittim and went to the Jordan, where they camped before crossing the river. After 3 days, the officers went throughout the camp, giving orders to the people. When you see the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord your God and the priests who are Levites carrying it, you are to move out of your positions and follow it. Now, if you're questioning, like, what is the Ark of the Covenant? I've heard about that in Indiana Jones movies or something, but what actually is the Ark of the Covenant? The Ark of the Covenant was something that God made, that he had designed. It was a perfect design to house the Holy Spirit. And so, I mean, this is God. This is the Holy Spirit inside this Ark of the Covenant, and it's a big deal. You don't mess around. And so basically what they were saying to all the soldiers and to all the Israelites, he's saying, when the Ark of the Covenant, when you see these priests pick the Ark of the Covenant up and move it forward, you follow it. Because God is moving us. And we're going somewhere new. And like I said before, God's not going to call these people without leading them. And that's really cool. And because God is calling them, they're getting ready to go up against Jericho, a big fortified city. And I can imagine them being scared or nervous or worried, wondering what's going to happen. But this next part, this is verse 9. And this is Joshua, the leader of the Israelites. Joshua said to the Israelites, "Come here and listen to the words of the Lord your God. This is how you will know that the living God is among you, that he will certainly drive out the people in front of you. See, the ark of the covenant of the Lord of all the earth will go into the Jordan ahead of you." He's going to go ahead of you. He's not just going to call you to go up against and start a war without leading the way. Without leading the way. And maybe that's something in your life that you need to just realize. Maybe God's calling you to something. And all of a sudden you feel alone. Like you're all by yourself. And you feel like you're just out there. And you feel like God's called you to do it, but you feel alone. May you know that God does not call you and then leave you high and dry, but he's leading you every step of the way.
Chorus, Roman says goodnight.